What's up, guys? Hello. So today I'm going to be doing my VHS collection. Wonderful. I got both of these huge boxes. I've showed you guys my DVD collection. My VHS collection is flippin' huge. So give me about another day and I'll have this all out for you guys. Let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to waste time telling you guys what I think of each of these movies individually. It'll take too long. I have way too many. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of share them on screen, and that's pretty much it. So right off, let's go ahead and get into it. First off is The Exorcist. That was the very first Exorcist. I don't have the others, unfortunately. Between Heaven and Hell, this is a really good war movie. It was about Vietnam and the different terrors and things that soldiers had to face in that war, and the different injustices and things. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It is in black and white, but it's really a good movie, trust me. Final Destination, the very first one. Obviously, as you can see, we have that stupid idiot from Twilight. Haven't seen it, though. I heard the Final Destination movies are pretty good. I have yet to watch them. This is the original John Carpenter's Halloween, the very first one. This is not that Rob Zombie remake bullcrap. That's the one that was actually good. This is the very first X-Men. Everybody knows about X-Men. I don't really need to tell you about it. Now we'll get into the Adam Sandler movies. Now this is just solely from the first box. I had yet to do the second box. So Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, and Billy Madison. Alright, now we'll get into these. The Haunting. Interesting thing about this is Liam Neeson is in it, if my fucking camera will focus. Yes, Liam Neeson is in it. Did not know that. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know anything about it. The X-Files. I'm a huge fan of the X-Files television show, so I was very happy to get that. I haven't watched it yet, but I love the TV show, so I should like that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the original Total Recall. The new one was decent, I guess. I'm a bigger fan of the original, though. A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and Demi Moore. Really good movie. If you haven't checked it out, you should watch it. The Fog. Men in Black, the very first one. I have the second one on DVD. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Everybody knows that movie. Mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. It, Stephen King. We'll get into the Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back, which was my personal favorite of the Star Wars films. Here's the original Star Wars trilogy, the ones that are iconic, greatest movies ever made, at least one of them in my opinion. And then here we have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which everybody hates. I hate it. It's terrible. Don't watch it if you haven't seen it. Here is Bloody Murder. I gotta tell you, I really don't know a whole lot about this. I haven't watched it yet. It looks like freaking Jason with a chainsaw. That's all I can tell you. Jason X. I don't know a whole lot about this one either. I haven't watched this one either. I heard it is basically Jason in space, and it's kind of crap, but I'll watch it at some point and be the judge of that for myself. Amazing movies. If you haven't seen these, you should definitely check them out, and it's the Blair Witch Project. I have Sticks and Stones. This is basically behind-the-scenes footage and all that good stuff. Interviews with the documentators, all that kind of stuff. Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows, and then the Blair Witch Project. This is the 2-tape edition, which I was really happy to get. You've got the actual Blair Witch Project movie there, and then you've got the Curse of the Blair Witch, which is a kind of a backstory into the lore and the different things like that. I just knocked shit over. Here is Jurassic Park. This is the first one. Here is Jurassic Park: The Lost World. This is the regular edition. Jurassic Park 3, which was by far one of the worst Jurassic Park movies, at least in my opinion anyway. And then Jurassic Park: The Lost World, the collector's edition. This is double taped. You've got one here with behind the scenes and interviews, and then the actual movie. Alright, see. To get into 007 movies, I have every single 007 movie, at least of the original movies. I haven't got any of the new modern ones yet. Actually, yeah, I do. I have Casino Royale, actually, on DVD, but that's the only one. Tomorrow Never Dies, one of the best 007 movies. One of my favorites. For Your Eyes Only. And, by the way, I don't have the slipcover for these, but these were in the James Bond collection, which is kind of unfortunate that I don't have the original case. There was a slipcover for. GoldenEye, another one of my favorite ones in the 007 series. License to Kill. And Live and Let Die. So we'll get into Jim Carrey. And again, this is only the first box. So I got another whole box right there that I got to do yet. Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Dumb and Dumber. Everyone knows this. Nothing to talk about there. And then over here, I'm not doing a very good job of keeping these out of the camera until the next one, am I? Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, the very first one with Angelina Jolie was really good, and Jeepers Creepers. Alright, so that's it for the first box, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get into the second box there for you, so stay tuned. I will be back in 1 second. So I'm back. This is second box. So Russell Crowe in Gladiator. This is an amazing movie. By far one of my favorite movies of all time. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. Get it on the DVD version. Looks a lot better. I don't really need to tell you guys that. Tigerland. This is another really good war movie. Be sure to pick that up. Watch that if you guys want. Here's the Batman films. I have Batman Returns, which was decent, I guess. Two-Face. This is an animated film or backstory of Two-Face. And the absolute tragedy that was Batman Forever. This movie was awful. I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea to freaking put Jim Carrey as the Riddler, but whatever. It was terrible. I hated it. Independence Day, really good movie. They have a new one coming out called Independence Day Resurgence, which I'm really pretty happy to see. The 2001 version of Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. I also have this on DVD as well. I think I also have it on Blu-ray too. Saving Private Ryan, a very, very good war movie. This is the collector's edition. I do not have that opened. It's still factory sealed. Now to M. Night Shyamalan. For those of you who don't know who M. Night Shyamalan is, he's basically a fantastic director and producer of suspenseful type, I wouldn't really say horror movies, but suspenseful movies. This is The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis. This wasn't exactly one of his best works, but it was decent though. This was one of his best works. Signs. This was absolutely fantastic. Very, very good movie about, alien invasion and different things like that. Mortal Kombat, both the 1 and Annihilation, number 2. These movies were absolute crap, but I just thought it would be kind of interesting just to add them to my collection. Dr. Dolittle, you can see the price tag. I picked it up for $2. I'm poor. Just kidding. Eddie Murphy with Dr. Dolittle. Everybody knows this movie. Bulletproof Monk, which is actually, it's not really a good movie. It's just kind of your average Hollywood action film with Chow Yun-fat. It's decent enough, I guess. Black Hawk Down, which is another really good movie. Very, very good war movie with Desert Storm and things like that. You should check that out. Bruce Willis, Tears of the Sun. Another really good movie. I've never really been too big of a fan of Bruce Willis. I know some people might want to kill me now since I've said that, but I've just never really been a big fan of his, but I thought he did a really good job in Tears of the Sun. John Q, another really good movie about, you know, just different problems and such in our healthcare system here in America. The Last Castle, haven't watched this yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Spy Game with Brad Pitt. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I haven't watched it yet. I've heard some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 1 and 2. They're decent. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. One of my all-time favorite movies is Scarface. One of my favorite movies of all time. Very good. The very first Harry Potter. This was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I don't have the original case for this, or slipcover, so I just put a tacky little sheet of paper in it and just wrote the title on there. I have all the rest of them on DVD, and I even have the first one on there also. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Terminator. Everyone knows this movie. Come with me if you want to live. Poltergeist. I have 2 and 3. And I also have Poltergeist The Legacy, which, contrary to popular opinion, this is not the first movie. This is not the first Poltergeist. I was pretty happy to get this, actually. This is a very rare behind-the-scenes interviews, things like that, of different people from the Poltergeist series. Very, very happy to have that. Very awesome. 28 Days Later. I'm not sure. I really don't know a whole lot about it. It's supposed to be like this kind of zombie movie thing. It was made on a relatively low budget from last I heard, but I don't really know much about it apart from that. I haven't watched it yet. Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. I've yet to watch this. I'm not usually a big fan of Rob Zombie films. Especially not after that atrocious remake of Halloween, but I'll give it a try. Panic Room with Jodie Foster. This movie wasn't amazing, but it definitely wasn't bad. It was actually really good. Just not something that I would really say is one of my favorite movies. But then The Wishmaster, The Prophecy Fulfilled. This is the 4th installment in the Wishmaster series. So I don't have the rest, and I'm not really too sure I want to get the rest. This wasn't really that great. Not really a big fan of it. Rest in peace, Chris Farley, who is no longer with us. Tommy Boy. It was kind of stupid, in my opinion, but it was funny. It's kind of one of those movies that's so funny that it's stupid, kind of like Dumb and Dumber. Chris Chan and I just said Chris Chan. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Rush Hour 2, everybody knows this movie. I have the first one on Blu-ray. I'm trying to get the second one on Blu-ray, and then I can get rid of the VHS. But one of the best buddy cop films ever. One of my favorite ones. The Rock, I haven't watched this yet. It's got Nicolas Cage in it, so it's probably going to be shit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. I have both 1 and 2 on DVD. But I tend to keep the VHS versions, just to keep them. Jim Carrey, my last Jim Carrey movie, Liar Liar. It's very, another movie that's kind of so stupid that it's funny. And I have all but one of the Rocky films. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I used to have 5, but I lost it somewhere during a move, and now I don't have that anymore, unfortunately. And then Lethal Weapon. This is the very first one. I think there's 3 installments in the Lethal Weapon series. I only have the first one, so. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my entire VHS collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. I thought it was kind of boring, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.